So Chris, why don't you feature more dress watches on your channel? Well, there's a reason for that. I don't really wear dress watches on a regular basis. I don't know why that is. I'm not very dressy, I guess you could say, but I do feature dress watches here on my channel from time to time. Ones that I find interesting, ones that I think my audience will be interested in. And today I have one of those watches. It's a titanium dress watch with a porcelain dial. Porcelain dials aren't something that you come across every day, especially in modern watches. This is a dress watch that's sized really well. It gets an automatic movement. You're getting 200 meters of water resistance. So this is actually a very capable everyday watch, not really just a dress watch. So let's flip the camera and take a look at Charles Berret and their latest dress watch, the Titan. You can see aesthetically, these are very easy on the eyes. They're very good looking watches. They're very simple. You just have the Charles Berret logo, which is their name, at the top right below the 12 o'clock index, which is applied. So that 12, 9, 3, and 6, those are applied. And then you have a minute track. The minute track is printed on in black. That is the dial in a nutshell. It's porcelain, so it is glossy. You can see that when I move it around, you'll see a little bit of reflection even on the dial, and you have a flat sapphire crystal with AR coating. This gets a bead blasted or media blasted case. So in combination with the strap choice here, in combination with the dial colors, this is very monochromatic. You have a salmon dial, which almost looks like a peach dial. It's a very muted salmon on this one in my right hand. And then this one in my left hand has a gray dial. Both of those, of course, are in porcelain, like I was saying. This gets a titanium case, titanium bezel, titanium crown, and case back. The case back is screwed in. It is solid, and you have a screwed in crown that is signed with their logo. It's just the shield that's on there. This is screwed in, so you do get 200 meters of water resistance, which when you're talking about a dress watch that looks like this, it's surprising. I have to say, it's very surprising actually. And that's the reason why they put rubber straps on these watches. So these both get rubber straps. This one is sort of a rally strap that's made to look like leather. And this one is just basically a straight curved end rubber strap with some texturing on it that looks like a weave or a box pattern on the top, which looks really good. Both of them are really nice and very high quality, and you are getting a titanium buckle that is signed with their shield logo again on that buckle. I actually featured one of their watches. It was another dress watch, which was heavily inspired by the pole router from Universal Geneva. I thought that was a really beautiful watch as well. Very well done, very well made. That actually featured a G100, so that was a Le Jouperet G100. This watch is getting an ETA clone. It's a clone of the 2824, a PT5000, which is basically a clone of the 2824. They're using it in a lot of different watches. And there are a few different brands that are using it now. It is a Hong Kong-based movement manufacturer. I believe that the movements are made in China. They are based in Hong Kong. I'll give you some quick measurements on this watch, then I will throw it on my wrist. There is no lume, obviously, even though this does get 200 meters of water resistance. They didn't decide to put any lume on it, unfortunately, but it is a dress watch, so that is understandable. This is a 39 millimeter watch. So it's exactly 39 millimeters. It's around 12 millimeters thick, and you are getting 200 meters of water resistance, so that's really good. Titanium case, as I mentioned before, screwed in titanium case back. You have a 6.4 millimeter crown, which is very grippy and easy to use. And then you have a lug-to-lug of around 48 millimeters. And again, this does not come on a bracelet, so on the strap, it is a true 48 millimeters. On my wrist today, I have a small diver that packs a lot of features in it. This is a 1,000 meter dive watch from Nevada Grenchen. This is the Depth Master, and this is the one, this is a new one with an orange dial, which really pops. Very, very legible. Just a good looking watch. There's the gray dial on my 7.5 inch wrist. I love the gray dial. I think it's my favorite out of the pair. I do like the hands on the salmon dial. I'll show you that in just a second. This gets mirror polished hands that match those indices. So sometimes a little bit harder to read than the other salmon dial, but I really love the strap on this one. I love the rally strap. I love the color. I love the texture. I think it looks really good alongside this case and the dial color. And there's a salmon dial on my wrist. Actually, this looks just as good as the gray dial. This gets gray toned hands, so the hour, minutes, and second hand are all in a gray tone, so they're painted enameled gray, which looks really good against that salmon background, and it matches the strap, which is a very chunky strap on here. Which I think looks good. Again, because you're getting 200 meters of water resistance, these straps make a lot of sense, but I think a leather strap on here would look really good as well. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. This is a 39mm watch with around a 12mm thickness. Price on this is $688 currently on their website. I'll put links down in the description. If you're interested in this watch, definitely check them out. Click the link in the description and it'll take you to these watches. $688 I think is a pretty good price considering these are made out of titanium and you're getting that porcelain dial. I think they have a lot of style, 200 meters of water resistance, so they're pretty much an everyday dress watch. I think that's pretty good. There are a couple of complaints that I have about the watch, but they're nothing major. Legibility is a little bit of an issue because you have a porcelain dial, so in certain lights it will wash out a little bit. And then there is a go state position on that PT 5000, that ETA clone, so that is something to keep in mind if that bothers you. It doesn't always bother me, so it's not that big of a deal. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, I'll add links to their website and I believe maybe a Kickstarter. I'm not sure if these are on Kickstarter or not, but I'll put a link down in the description below if they are. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. What do you think of this watch? What do you think of the aesthetic here? What do you think of the monochromatic look, the porcelain dial, the titanium case? I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. Anyway guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.